guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa. If you're new, welcome. We are so happy you are here. And if you've come back for a second, third, or more time, I am ecstatic. Yay! How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing great. Today I have something really fun for you. Another one of those, when I started crafting, I didn't know what to do with this. And today we're going to talk about the coffee filter. Yes, they still exist. And a lot of people still use them. So we're going to talk about how to alter coffee filters for your journals, your planners, your mixed media, even around your house. So stay tuned for that. But before we get started, I kind of have a little sneak peek of more videos coming up. Half of our bathroom refresh items have come in. I got my paint samples and some cool stuff. I'm waiting on wallpaper samples. As soon as I get those, we'll do a little filming and you'll see what we're thinking about, and we will ask for some of your input. Also, coming up tomorrow, we will be doing some DIY, altering some candles, because I love home decor and I love to DIY. And there's a lot of candle DIYs out there. I'm going to show you some different things to do with these. So come back for that. But let's get on with today's video. So the coffee filter. You can get them in white. This one's like in craft paper color. Craft paper. I think this is a environmental friendly one. Repurposed one. Recycled, that's it. So you can get them, and they come in different sizes, different shapes, depending on the coffee maker, right? This is what I have. You can get them at estate sales, garage sales, really cheap, moving sales, those kind of things, and you'll pay even cheaper than you do, say, at Walmart, and you can get like 100 for $2 or something at Walmart. So definitely, if you see these at estate sales and they're like a nickel or 25 cents for a box, grab them. They're definitely worth it. I also have this one. I don't see little ones very often. This one I got in a swap at some point, and I love it, but I only have one. So, just like the bingo card, I scanned it in, so I will always have the image. Plus, I made copies. I made a color copy and a black and white copy because my printer does that. Most printers do that now. So, you could do that as well, and then you have the shape all the time. Of course, if you want the back, it to be two-sided, you have to print two. Another way to keep this and not use it is to trace it onto craft paper if you wanted the similar texture and look and feel. So, totally ways to, if you have one coffee filter and you only have one and you want to extend the life of it, that's some ways to do it. You can also do that with big ones, but like I said, these you can find, big ones you can find anywhere. I like the shape of these, and I will tell you why in just a second. Before we get into this anymore, I'm going to trace a couple of small ones on my craft paper real quick, and I'm going to cut out my copies. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so the beautiful coffee filter. What can you do with it? There's a million and one things you can do with it. Here are my cutouts from these copies I made, and the craft paper one that I cut out, I've already attached it to a page, so I will show you that one in just a second. So let's start with the biggest one, because it's pretty large. What can you do with this? Because it would have to be a fairly big cover for a journal, a big page, but they have so many uses. So let me show you a couple. One, I just folded one of these large ones, accordion style, and I got the most beautiful pattern from folding it that way. Can you see that? How beautiful would this look if you sewed it all together or glued it all together and put it as a side on your journal page, or as a ridge or piece of interest on your mixed media? It's a gorgeous pattern, and depending on the way you fold them, depending on how you fold them, you get different patterns, and look how cool is that. So I'm really in love with these. I love how they just look, and the texture of them, and they would look amazing down the side of a journal page or on a canvas for mixed media. So that's one simple way you can use the coffee filter. Another way is to use them as fans, okay? And you have these two halves, and you can put them together, and they make these great little fans that you could attach to a cover, you could put on a page. They're really interesting. If you wanted them in your home, you could attach a dowel and put them in a flower arrangement with some pampas grass. So lots of uses for this coffee filter. Not just a coffee filter. Something else you could do is with spring and with spring coming, you could cut out a shape, say the shape of a butterfly and put butterflies in there, the shape of a bird and put birds in there. You could put flowers, cut out the shape of a flower and put flowers in there like a shaker card. So let's do the shape of a flower. All I'm doing is cutting little round humps out. Careful not to cut my ends. Whoops. Okay. And then you can come back and just kind of trim the center one out. And look, you've got a flower shape, and then you come in with some flowers in their clear packaging, and you just drop them in like that. How cute. Of course, you would trim this off. How cute is that, though? You could do a shaker card with these. With spring and Easter coming, you could do an Easter egg shape like that, and then put Easter egg, decor in there. That's an option as well. So that's super fun. And another way to use these, that's already what? 1, 2, 3, 3. They make hats. You could make a girl with a hat. Let me get one that doesn't have the center cut out of it. You can make a hat. You could draw hair coming down and her smelling flowers. You don't have to worry about drawing a face. That could be a cover as well. It could be like a bonnet. You could put ribbon coming down from this end and decorate it with laces and ribbons, different papers. That's an option as well. Of course, they make great pockets, and you could decorate them like we always do. You could make it a pocket on a page. You could put your book paper down, your base papers down, and for base papers, I'm using book page and some coffee dyed notebook paper, and then for my colored paper, I'm using blue, because I'm going to go with a kind of an ocean theme on this one. And then my bling would be the seashell, and then you would attach this to the page, and you could have fish coming out of the pocket. You could make the fish tags if you wanted to, or journaling cards. You could attach them to journaling cards. And the fish are just some die cuts that I had already. But that's another way you can do this as well. And I will have this all glued down at the end. So you can make it interesting that way. The funnest thing to do with these big ones, though, is to make them like baskets. And to do that, I like to use some lace and just put a couple of pieces of lace across the bottom, and then have like a lace handle. You could also do this with paper, whatever your preference is. There's my handle. It's almost like a purse in a way, a basket, a purse. And then you could fill it with flowers. These are some little flowers that I picked up either at an estate sale, a garage sale, or Tuesday morning. And you just sprinkle them on, and you could even, put them up on the page like that if you wanted to. Kind of make it look like a big basket of flowers. And then you could always have one larger flower kind of over to the side like that. And it just kind of fills it in, makes it look like you've got a whole basket of flowers there. You could even add a little cutout die cut butterfly on that side. And you have a whole spring basket theme going as well. If you didn't want to do something that intricate with all the little flowers, you could find something large like this butterfly cutout and just have it like flying out by itself. And maybe with a baby there, something like that. So there's lots of options with coffee filters, and that's using all the big ones. Now the little ones, again, can be bonnets, just like the big one could. Can be a smaller basket, which is probably more conducive to journals. So you could do this same look I just did with the big basket with the lace and the flowers on a much smaller scale with a smaller coffee filter, but the same idea. Okay. Also, the smaller ones make great journal like tuck spots and a spot to write on. So here I have taken the craft one that I cut out. I've attached the bottom layer to the book page. So you can flip it up and you could write something down there, a secret, or you could put a secret photo or something. And then up here at the top, is the pocket, because I left the top open, as you can see, and it's a pocket. Now for this, you obviously don't want to leave it plain, so you would do our traditional base papers, and then you could do some sort of color paper bling combo, and I have this flower for the spring theme that we've been working with, and there you go. It still flips up because we haven't glued anything to the book page, so it still flips up, but it's also still a pocket as well, like that. So there we go. That's using the little one in a more traditional way, but in a different way as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed all these different ways you can alter coffee filters to make them work in journals, planners, and mixed media. If you did, be sure and give this video a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button and that little bell. You don't want to miss out. Great things are coming. I hope you've already enjoyed what I've done so far this year, and believe me, there's a lot more coming. If you don't believe me, look at all these ideas. All of these index cards are ideas, and there's probably 300 index cards right there, with more on my computer that's not written on an index card. So definitely hit that subscribe button because I have a lot planned, and like I said, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Thanks for being here today, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time. And check out the end of the video. You will see the finished basket.